So following on from the other tool bag tour, people wanted to see my servicing bag with my FGA in and what I use on a daily to do a service using the Unilite backpack. So, because I do a lot of LGSRs, social housing, this bag seems to be ideal so far. Got my carbon dioxide alarm, little mini hammer, which is ideal, sits in that little bit there, because I'm fitting those on the daily, so it saves me having to carry it into every job. It literally just sits in there, which is good. The little pouch at the front. Like I said before, because I wear goggles, I don't need this as a safety goggle pouch. Got my little set of screwdrivers. All the sizes, PZ2, PZ1, big flathead for filling loops, and they're pretty much replicas, but that's a 2.5 and a 4mm. Worcester Bosch Allen key for the gas valves, and then that all just clips together. Wera again, and then that just sits in there. I'll sort that out in a minute. Bit of lube, because why not? There's a spare hose in there when you do a tightness test and you find it's dropping and you reckon it's the hose, although it's been fine all day. I always keep that, and then that all just sits in there nicely. It's hard to lift that with one hand. There you go. And then on the side, like my other bag, mudguard shoe protectors. They're brilliant. Some houses you wear them, some houses you don't. Use your own discretion. In the side, I'm guessing this is for a fire extinguisher, but it's brilliant for the Regin leak detector spray. I had to make this a little bit tighter, but it seems to do the job. It hasn't fell out yet. Spot on. And then in the front pocket, I've got all my spares, like my filling loop key, my caps, another set of Allen keys pretty much in case I lose it, gas meter box key, spare O-rings for condense traps, just supposed to swap them every time you take it out. So I've got my servicing spares, obviously that will change depending on what you work on daily. Got my grips, phone capping meters, 4mm flathead for gas valves, 10mm nut spinner for the gas meters, and I've got my digital gauge. It's Kane, had it for about 3 years, does the job. It's plus and minus, so you can do your gas checks on it, you can do your fan pressure tests, all that good stuff. And then temperature probe for the analyzer, gas sniffer port for in there, so I've got an Anton. And then in here, for anything a little bit more complex, I've got this Wera set. So it's got my Torx bits, socket bits, that's adjustable, extendable, flexible, anything you could want really. Again, it wasn't the cheapest, but it's handy to have. I'll just pop that back in there. So I mean, there's still loads of spare pockets, but this is just what I use on the daily. You notice I don't have any like brushes or heat exchanger cleaning tools, because if it needed that, then I'll just nip to the van and get it. I don't see the point in carrying it all the time into every single job when it's rare that you need it. And then in the back bit, this bit's quite cool. So I've got my earth clamps there. Obviously they get used all the time whenever I need it. And then safe in here is my angled flue adapter. Brilliant. In here is the charger for my analyzer, because it's annoying when it runs out. So that sits in there nicely, spot on. Got my SocketandSee tester, so you could do your earth loop impedance and stuff, which we're supposed to be doing now on an LGSR anyway. And then I've got that in there, which sits nicely, and it all folds together. The bag stands itself up. You know, I've got spaces down here for stuff, but I'm trying to keep to the bare minimum and only use and carry what I use every single day, you know. So it works for me, it won't work for everybody, but it just shows, I bet you're carrying loads of stuff you just don't really need. It's always in the van if you do need it. But I hope that helps you out.